Hello all and welcome to another pickups video, and it's a pickups video with the usual Xbox 360 in it, but we've got a little bit of variation today as well. We have got some Nintendo and some Sony as well. Yes, we've got a couple of Wii U games, we've got a couple of Wii games, and of course we've got some PlayStation stuff as well. We've got 3 PlayStation 1 games, 1 PlayStation 2 game, and 2 PlayStation 3 games as well. And this is all from mostly a couple of days out. And I say mostly a couple of days out because I've got one eBay purchase to show you as well. So with all that, let's crack on with what I've picked up. And we'll start off with the one eBay purchase. And that was because we decided to nab Formula 1 2014. Now, my thinking behind this was that recently Xbox announced that Formula 1 games would have a bit of a delisting going on. So they basically delisted from the Xbox Live Store Formula 1 2014 all the way through to Formula 1 2019. So they were basically delisting the last backwards compatible Formula 1 game from the store, or the only Formula 1 game from the store which they have listed as backwards compatible. So I kind of panicked a little bit and bought this because when something gets delisted as backwards compatible, it always has the potential for the price to go through the roof. However, it hasn't gone through the roof. It's just maintained its level. But I thought, you know what, now's the time. Let's just nab it. Let's just get it done. Let's just get it safe. Let's pick up a copy of Formula 1 2014. So I bought it off eBay for £14.99 all in. And of course, if you're buying on eBay, I do go for the ones that have everything spread out. So we can see the manual, we can see the disc, and the seller goes to the effort of flipping the disc around so you can see the condition of the disc as well. And this disc is mint. This manual, as you can see, is mint. No stickers on it. No one's had a go at it or anything like that. Game have left it alone. No stickers on it, so really happy with that. So yeah, £14.99 all into my front door. Now I know CEX sell this for £12. They would charge £1.95 postage as well. So I have spent an extra quid getting off eBay, but I've got the peace of mind. As I say, everything in there is in there, and everything is in there is mint as well. Right, so with the eBay purchase out the way, let's get on with the couple of days out, and we'll start off with not a lot from day one out, but we did pick up the couple of PS3 games from that day out, and here they are. We've not just got Ridge Racer 7, which is covered up by an old game sticker there. We've got Ridge Racer Unbounded as well. So I picked these both up for £2 each. The stickers are on the back here. Digital Games, £2. There we go. Digital Games, £2. Now, I'm not normally one for double dipping on games, so this one will be moved on in some context. So Ridge Racer Unbounded for the PS3 at CEX is actually a £5 game, which they'll give you £2 cash for, so it could get me £2 back. But they'll give you £3 trading credit for it. It's not much of a markup from me £2, but it's something. So that's possibly where that will go. And it is a nice complete copy as well. So it's even got the manual in and everything. So if I was to keep it, it's nice and complete. And talking about if I was to keep it, I will be keeping this. This is Ridge Racer 7. Now CX sell this for £4. They give you £1 cash and £1.60 trading. So I basically bought it for half price. It is nice and complete as well. Nice manual there and nice disc as well. But the reason why I'm keeping this one is because Ridge Racer 7 was only released on the PlayStation 3, so that's why I'm going to keep this, because it's got some exclusivity about it for another system and I've got the means to play it. Then I'm going to buy it, especially if I love a franchise, and I do love the Ridge Racer games. I've played a lot of Ridge Racer 6 lately on the Xbox, so yeah, very much looking forward to giving Ridge Racer 7 a bash finally on my PlayStation 3. And from that day out, I did also nab another game, just went at CX to buy, well, hopefully to buy some 360 stuff, but there was nothing cheaper in the market that I needed or wanted that day. But I did leave with a PlayStation 2 game, and that was because it was WWE Crush Hour. I love the fact the sticker is just totally slapped on Triple H's face there. And as you'll see, I only paid £2 for it as well. I didn't just get one manual, by the way. I, for some reason, got two. There was only one on the shelf, but when they went to put the disc in, they put another manual in for some reason because, because CEX, thank you. But yes, nice condition disc there as well. It's just something I want to play it and I really want to try it. It's basically WWE in cars, so it's vehicular combat with WWE characters in, I guess, themed cars and things like that. Looks very lay off the rubber down. Bad puns intended on the back there. But yeah, very much looking forward to just giving that a try. And that's why I picked it up. But it's only £2 as well. What is there to lose? What is there to lose? Not a lot. Right, next day out, I went to 2 towns. On this day, I only went to the 1 town and picked up those. I went to 2 towns on a day out, and it got off to a very good start. So I went in my charity shop that does all of its video games for 50p each, and sitting on the shelf was the couple of Wii U games that I have got. First one, Lego Movie video game. Probably be moving this on, to be honest with you, but for 50p, I'm not leaving Lego the Movie game on the Wii U behind. Wouldn't leave any Wii U games behind for just 50p. Now, CX sell this for a fiver, give you cash for £2 and give you trading credit for £3. However, with the two Wii U games I'm going to show you, I might keep the second one because I do actually have a Wii U, even though it's not set up. It does have a parental lock problem that I still need to solve because I bought it pre-owned and it's basically locked. But there is a solution for that. But anyway, we'll be moving this one on. Might be keeping the next one. We'll get to that in a second. But yeah, I'm not leaving this behind for 50p, but I'm going to hold on to it for a while. I just think there's going to be a bit of an inflation in Wii U stuff. So because you can get this on the 360, like I said, I don't normally double dip in keeping games. I will be moving this on at some point, but I just think it's worth hanging on to for a while. And everything's in there as well. Disc is nice as well. Always checking charity shops for nice discs if I can, and I will leave them behind if they're battered. And there's nothing wrong with this one. Absolutely in a fantastic condition and no blemishes. Right, the other one was Mario Kart 8. Don't actually own any of the Mario Kart games. I've had some of them in the past, but not kept them. But like I said, I've got a Wii U, just need to sort that parental thing out, and I might get it set up and actually have some Mario Kart on the go because Mario Kart is fun. You can't deny it. There are other kart races. I do actually kind of prefer Crash Team Racing, but you can't. It's fun. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep this one. As I say, only 50p as well. We've got everything in there. We've got a nice, again, checking the disc like I said I always do if I can in charity shops, nice and clean. I mean, in CX they do sell this for £6, give you cash for £2 and trading credit for £3. And if I didn't have a Wii U and I wasn't going to keep it, would have definitely nabbed it for some trading credit as well. Now they had a couple of Wii U games as I've just picked up, but they also had a couple of Wii games as well. Now, kind of contradicted myself a little bit, but I know I don't normally double dip on games, but this one has a very good reason behind it. Now, you can play Wii games on the Wii U. I have got Toy Story Mania on the 360. I have 1000G'd. It's not too tough, 1000G to do. But when I saw this in there, I thought this would work well with the Wiimote because on the 360 you're controlling, because it's basically a shooting gallery game. And obviously controlling it with the controller and then controlling it with the Wii U remote would be a much better experience, I think. So that might be something worth trying if I get that Wii U set up and having a little go at. But at the same time, I just wasn't leaving this behind for 50p as well. I know the trading value of this is only £1.40 and it's not the greatest of markups, but it's something. But it's a £3.50 game in CX, and I wouldn't mind trying it with a Wiimote, so I might be holding on to this for a while. As you'll see up here, by the way, 3D glasses included. Right, there's no 3D glasses in this one. Got a manual and all that. Disc is fine. There's no 3D glasses included. The difference you get in trading value if they had the 3D glasses is quite a bit. Now, they would sell it for £6 instead of £3.50. They'll give you £2 instead of 90p, and they'll give you £3 trading credit instead of £1.40. So if it had 3D glasses in it, then I probably would trade this straight away without trying it out. But because the markup wasn't great, I normally would have left it behind, but I do want to give it a little go. And also, for the Wii, they had there Sonic Unleashed. I don't know if you caught the glare there as I was bringing it in, but it's actually sealed. I mean, the sealers are perfect. It's got a few blemishes on it. It's got a few tears and things on it as well like that. So it's not a perfect seal, but it is sealed, which means the manual's going to be in there and the disc is going to be mint because obviously it's sealed and as good as it was when it was new in there. So Sonic Unleashed is a £6 game in CX with £2 trading for cash and £3 trade in for in-store trade credits. So I am very tempted to take this and trade it in because I only paid 50p for it, but at the same time it's sealed, so do I go the eBay route with it? Don't know. As I say, got it on the 360. There's no like different way of playing this for me to need to double dip on it. Just haven't made the decision yet, so I thought I'd show it to you in this pickups video. Right, so that's the Nintendo stuff from the charity shops, and that was all I got from the charity shops on that day. So we went into CEX with a voucher to spend up. I had two vouchers of two values, but I took in the highest one and thought, well, if I can use it up, I might treat myself and go wild on a few Xbox 360 games, because a little bit of a story in what happened afterwards to tell you about. But we'll get on with the games first. And they had another copy, and I say another copy because they've had one copy of Call of Juarez Bound in Blood in there for ages, only £2. But when I opened the one up in store that I've had for ages, it's had the wrong manual in it. It's got a Call of Juarez manual in it, but I think it's got the Cartel manual in it. It's got the wrong one in it. So when I saw they had another copy of it, I opened it up because it's that CX where manual's in there. You're going to get it. if it's not in there, it's not going to be behind the counter, basically. Right, so yeah, so I nabbed it. I thought for only £2, I'll nab that. However, this one scanned through at £1.50. So that's not the first game in this bundle that it didn't scan through at the price on the label. But this one scanned through at £1.50, so happy days. Right, next game I picked up was Driver San Francisco. I've been looking out for this one for a while. Priced up at £8, as I said, with a voucher, so paying a hell of a lot less than that in theory. So we've got the manual in there. I know it's got an extra bit of paper in there as well. Fantastic. Thought I'd nab Driver San Francisco for £8 because I've wanted this one for quite a while. I haven't played any driver games since the first couple on the PS1, if there are anymore. I must admit, my knowledge there is lacking. So we nabbed that one. And then I saw a couple of Kinect games that I haven't got. They are both Just Dance games. They are Just Dance 2015 and Just Dance 2016. Now, as you'll see, they're priced up at £10. Now, when these scanned through, they both scanned through at £8. So, happy days again. I think they both had manuals because I checked. Of course, I did. Like I said, it's that kind of CX. So, we've got manual in there, got manual in there, and I thought, brilliant, we'll nab both of those. And I did actually pick up one more game, which was Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and that was priced up at £8. And like an idiot, I only checked a couple of discs. I didn't check that one. I got home, checked all of the discs, noticed that Street Fighter Cross Tekken had a tad of disc rot, so I took it back and basically got my voucher back for that. So yes, we got the voucher back for that, and I had another small voucher as well, and then we took those vouchers to another store on another day. But yeah, these only scanned through at £8 each. The annoying thing is, since I've had these and now I'm doing this video, this one has dropped down even further to £5. So yeah, it's almost halved in price since I picked this up and was prepared to pay 10 and got it for 8. Right, so another day out, no, same day out, but another town. And I went into Cash Concepts with the idea of looking at the 360 games, and that's exactly what I did. Picked up a couple, and the first one that I saw was Arcania Gothic 4. Only £1.99, I think it's only a £2.50 game in CEX. However, it's just one that, despite not being expensive, I don't see turn up in my CEXs very often. So they were behind a glass cabinet, so I asked him, can I check them out? So I opened it up, manual's in there, check the disc is absolutely fine, nice clean crisp manual as well. Really happy with that. So for £1.99 I thought I would nab that. Right, next one up is a little bit of a fail. I saw it there for only £1. I did open it up to check. I mean, it's not meant to have a manual because it's got this writing on the inlay. It's got this, which is nice. Flip the disc over. Disc is a little bit battered, and I thought, do you know what? It's not the worst I've ever seen, but it's not the best I've ever seen, obviously. But do you know what? I'll give it a try. So for only £1, because it's a £3 game, I believe in CX. So I thought, for £1, I'll give it a bash. What's the worst that could happen? I might lose £1. Anyway, I played it. I have played it. I played one game in several different modes for achievements, and then I decided to play the Master League in it. And after every first game of the Master League you play, it crashes. So I think the disc might need resurfacing on this. This won't go into the collection. It hasn't been catalogued. By the way, I do show a little graphic at the end of each of these videos after I show the last pick of the update on my Xbox 360 total and basically my Xbox collection total, so do hang around for that. I know a lot of people do ask in the comments how many games I've got, so you will see that at the end. This one will not be going onto that list, unfortunately. So these two games here come to £2.99. Now, when I was in that Cash Concepts, I spied in the, sorry about that, people, I spied in the glass cabinet above that there were some PlayStation 1 games. Now, these PlayStation 1 games, they weren't priced, and everything was priced, but they weren't priced. So the manager sent over a young girl to open the cabinet for me to do these, and I said to her how much for the PlayStation 1 game. She called out to her manager, and he kind of got in a little bit of a fluster, but he just went, "Oh, PlayStation 1 games, they're £1 each, they're 2 for £1.50," and he kind of, it was like that, and it was like, well, I heard £1 each, I'm game, I'm in. So I did pick up 4. I did have to put back FIFA Road to World Cup 98 because the disc was battered, which was a shame because I've been after on the Black Label because I had that back in the day and I loved that game. Right, so we picked up the 3 that weren't sports titles first, and they were fine. And there were about 4 others, and they were sports titles and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And I would have had FIFA 98 Road World Cup, like I just said, but bad disc left that behind. So we picked up Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. I was going to say this is more, I might give this a little bash, but let's say it's more just because I can't leave a £1 PS1 game behind, especially if it comes with a manual. Yeah, manual's a bit better. It's got X rental all over it, so it's not hard to work out that it's an X rental. There you go, VidBiz Home Entertainment X rental, all guaranteed. So yeah, we're gonna leave that behind for a quid. So we picked up that one. We also picked up Colony Wars Red Sun. Now I've heard of Colony Wars. I've never heard of Colony Wars Red Sun. So again, let's say opening that up to see it had the manual in it and to see it had a nice disc in it as well. Check that out. Doesn't look like it's an X rental, but someone paid £19.99 for this one. It was a new release Psygnosis game as well. Don't think I played the other Colony Wars game, but I know its existence, but I just didn't know there was another Colony Wars game. So yeah, Colony Wars Red Sun, only a quid. Not going to turn that down. And then finally we've got ODT, which also another Psygnosis game there. Another nice clean. This is proper clean. This one, manual and everything about it. Absolutely gorgeous condition. This, and to turn it over, I think I've worked out that the ODT means or die trying, because we've got some words here. Look, you've crash landed in the Forbidden Zone. It's dark, mysterious, and very dangerous. You need to defeat your enemies, fix your craft, and escape or die trying. So it looks interesting, and so I've got the PS3 set up, so that will play PS1 games. So we'll give that a little bash. It looks interesting to try, but I don't think I'll be keeping it in the long run. It's just, again, for a quid, ain't turning that down. Be fun just to try it. So that's everything from Cash Concepts. We did pop into Cash Converters as well. Looks at all the games in there. Left with one 360 game, and we picked up Lara Croft Tomb Raider Anniversary, and that was only £2.50. Now this game in CEX, I believe, is £6, and they'll give you trading credit for 4, so I could make some trading credit profit on that. They'll give you cash for 2, so I'd lose 50p if I decided to get my money back straight away. But this is in absolutely gorgeous condition as well, and I think this is the last of Tomb Raider games I need for the 360. I think I've got them all. I think I've got that subset done. Welcome to the subset zone. You finished it. I think. But as you'll see, it says it includes a bonus disc with extra content. That is actually in there as well. That's under this one here. And both of these discs are in gorgeous condition as well. So they're both in there. Absolutely fantastic. A manual that's not been attacked by game as well. Nice condition manual too. So yeah, really pleased to pick that up for just £2.50. And I really need to start playing some Tomb Raider games on the 360. I do, because I don't think I played many of them, if any of them at all. But played a lot of the PS1 games back in the day. So that was everything done outside of CX. So it's time to go into CX. Spend some vouchers up. We basically had to take Street Fighter Cross Tekken back for £8, and we had, for some reason, I had a £3 voucher as well. So basically, I took the two, and I thought, you know what, let's see what we can get for £11 and spend up on the vouchers. So the first one I picked up was the first Skate game, which now means, welcome to the subset zone. I've got all 3 Skate games on the 360 now. It's quite funny that I've done them in reverse order. I've got 3 first, then 2, and now I've got the first one. Now this one, the manuals aren't necessarily in the case, and if they are, they might be behind the counter. I hope I kind of explained that well. But anyway, I was checking to make sure they were in the case. I just didn't want to take the risk. But anyway, we saw that the manual was in there, and it's nice and crisp as well. Extra bit of paraphernalia there too. Checked the disc this time before I left. No signs of disc rot. No scratches or anything. Absolutely fine. Fantastic. £5 for that one. So we've got £6 of the voucher left to spend in this store on that day. And I saw this sitting there. I've been after this for a while. Really, really pleased to pick this up. Trials HD Limbo Explosion Man triple pack. Got a manual in it, if you can call it that. It's the world's thinnest piece of paper, which the game still decided to attack, but do you know what? That's fine. At least I know that's what's meant to be in there. But we've got the disc there as well. That's in fantastic condition too. As I said, I did check all the discs before I left this time, so really pleased with that. So just one of those ones I wanted quite a bit, and now I have it. And then finally, let's end the video on the creme de la creme, and by saying that, it's hugely laden with sarcasm. Had £1 left on the voucher, £11, 2 £5 games, £10 spent. So I hunted everything down for a quid that they had left on the shelves. And, well, you've got to get them all anyway. Let's end on Disney Sing It for £1. And what can make it even more embarrassing than putting on the fact they've got the music from Camp Rock and other favourites on the front there as well, and having Miley Cyrus dead centre. So yeah, do need it for £1. It's got the manual in there. The funny thing about this is this was a second copy they had in there. They had one copy in there for ages at £1, and I was just refusing it because it didn't have a manual, and the case looked like someone had stubbed a cigarette out on it. Basically, it was horrible. It was manky. And then I saw it. I thought, oh, they've got 2 copies of it now. I hope this one's all right because then I can spend £1 on it. It was all right. So, yeah, we've marked off from the extensive list Disney Sing It, and that can go into the handful of embarrassing games you have to get when going for a full set. But it's got Gamer Score tied to it, so I'm going to play it at some point. That's just what I do. Yeah, do love an achievement. Give me an achievement, I'll play anything. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's everything for this pickups video covered. It's time to show you the new total. Well, I say totals, but the only total that will change is Xbox 360. So here it is on screen now. You can see how many I've got now. I believe, if I can remember rightly, Xbox 360 now says 828. So just over 1,200 in the set. We're past 2/3. We're well on the way. As I say, I'm not in a rush to collect. I'm almost going to be sad the day that the full set is over because I love collecting for it so much. But still got plenty of legs in the collection to go. Plenty of thrifting and trying to do it that way, which I absolutely love doing as well. But there we go. There are the totals. You can see what I've got in the other regions and for the Xbox One as well. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think this just wraps up this video now. I think we're all done. Thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, hitting a thumbs up would be awesome. I would appreciate that. If you have enjoyed this video and you like pickups, especially Xbox stuff, there is a bit of variation every now and again. And please do consider subscribing if you're not subscribed already. If you are subscribed, thank you very much. Do love you for it. I will love you if you subscribe and you're not subscribed as well. Anyway, waffling at the end here. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, please do take care.